Savasana. So allow your feet to be wide on your hips, allow your feet to flop out and your palms to face up, and bring your hands as close to your body as possible, and just closing your eyes, bringing the chin down towards the chest as you come to your breath. So just start to bring your awareness to your breath. So what you can do here is start to count. So on the inhale you can count to 3, and on the exhale again counting to 3. And just allowing yourself to feel supported by the floor and the earth as you relax. All that happens here on the inhale is your belly rises, and on the exhale your belly falls. Just slowing everything down. And then once you become comfortable with that count, you can add an additional count on. So on the inhale, inhale to a count of 4, and the same on the exhale. Making sure that the inhale and the exhale are equal in duration. That's it. So just keep your mind connected with your body, to the here and the now as you relax. Just letting your body go. And now is a good time actually that you can start to scan the body and see if there's any tension there. And just send the breath there and just let it go. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears as you relax. To start to slow everything down. And if at any point you feel uncomfortable, you can bend the knees and placing the feet flat on the floor. There you go. And just making yourself comfortable again. Coming back to the breath, and then you can take your count up to a count of 6 when you become comfortable, and the same with the exhale as well. Inhale in and exhale in. Extend your legs away again, and we'll do a little scan of the body together. So take a nice deep inhale breath, and you lift your right leg up just a few inches off the floor. There you go, pointing the toes, tensing and releasing, and releasing your legs down gently. Then lifting your left leg up, pointing your toes, tensing and releasing. Squeezing your buttocks, lifting your hips up, tense, 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 and releasing. Now you're going to bring your hands into fists, squeeze them nice and tightly, tense, 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 and releasing. Now you're going to draw the shoulders up towards the ears, tensing them, and then releasing. Now you're going to squeeze all the muscles in the face, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Squeeze them nice and tightly, tense, tense, tense. Then open the eyes, open the mouth, poke your tongue out, and just go, and just let it go, just close the eyes and relaxing. Very good. Just come back towards the breath. Then you're going to take a nice deep inhale breath, and on the exhale allow your head to gently roll to the right. And then inhaling back to center, and then to the left, inhaling back to center, and just doing that 2 more times with your own breath. Final time. And then coming back to a neutral position. And start to bring the awareness to your body now. So you're going to start by wriggling the fingers and wriggling the toes. Just start to bring the awareness back. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend your knees. You're going to roll over to the left and coming into fetal position. Just take a few deep breaths there. At this point you can use a block and place it under your head to feel more comfortable. And just again focus on the breath. You're going to use your top hand to push yourself up, and you're going to come onto all fours. You're going to bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders, really spreading the fingers, and the knees directly underneath the hips, and the feet are flat on the floor. So try and keep the neck in line with the spine. So you're going to draw your navel in towards the spine as much as possible, and then really round your spine up like an angry cat. Then as you exhale, allow the abdomen to come down. And then when you're ready, you can do that 6 more times, just allowing the spine to awaken. Really root the hands into the floor and awaken the spine. That's it. Going nice and slowly, synchronizing the movement with the breath. Come into child's pose. You're going to bring the buttocks down towards the heels, and if you need the block, you can take the block with you. You can rest your forehead onto the block, extend your hands forward, so the block allows you to create space, and you can use as many blocks as you need here. There you go. Just try and push the buttocks down towards the heels so you really get that length in the spine, but relax in the shoulders. So at any point during the class you feel tired, just come to this position of relaxation. Just focusing on your breath again. And then you're going to walk the hands back towards the knees, and then you're going to gently roll up vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, just allowing the head and the neck to come up last. That's it. Very good. So we're going to come back onto all fours when you're ready. Into downward facing dog. So you can use the blocks, then you're going to come onto the knees again, tuck the toes under, lifting the knees up, lifting the hips up as high as possible. Make sure you've got a good placement of the hands on the blocks. Make sure nice and steady, there you go. Gonna walk the feet in a little bit towards the blocks and try and get the heels towards the floor, very good. Keeping the feet hip distance apart in the alignment of the feet, very good. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, now and draw the stomach in if you can, there you go. Now you're gonna bend the right knee and you're gonna straighten it and then do the same with the left, and just do that 4 more times, just going from side to side, allowing the hamstrings to lengthen and working the heels down towards the floor, very good. And then you're going to walk the feet towards the hands, and then you can bend the knees deeply if you need to. You're going to release the blocks and then grab the elbows and just sway from side to side. And if you want, you can straighten the legs a little bit more, there you go. And just hang there for a few breaths, there you go, just hang there and just sway from side to side, allowing the head to hang heavy. That's it, just doing that 2 more times. Align the feet, and then when you're done, you're going to release the hands and then gently roll up vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, the head and the neck coming up last. So now you're going to turn around and face the front. Now what I want to do is make sure you become centered and find your foundation. So you can start with your feet together, and if that's not possible, you're going to get your feet to the hip distance apart. So what you can do is turn the feet out, the toes out rather, and then the heels, and that's the correct distance of the feet. Now you're going to go up the body by drawing the kneecaps up and then the quads become engaged. Now you're going to tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your buttocks and see yourself become straighter. Now you're going to draw the navel in as much as possible towards the back of the spine. Now you're going to draw the shoulders up towards the ears and just relax the hands down, allow them to hang heavy. Now you're going to close the eyes, and then you're going to feel yourself sway forwards and sway backwards. And once you feel centered, you can open the eyes. And that's how you want to feel when you always come to start the standing sequence. And now you're going to turn back to the side. I'm going to start the sun salutation sequence. So you're going to tap the feet together or apart for the sun salutation. So you're going to take a nice deep inhale breath, engage in the core, then bring the hands out and up. So you're going to bring the palms together, looking up towards the thumbs, and do a slight back bend. Now you're going to hinge forward, bring the hands out, and then hands down, and then to begin with, come onto the fingertips, keeping the torso nice and straight to begin with. There you go. Now bring the palms flat onto the floor. Now you're going to take the right leg back, and then the left, and then walk the feet in a little bit to get the heels down towards the floor. Then you're going to bend the right knee when you're ready, and then the left. Just patting the feet out gently. You can do that 4 more times. Really push the hands into the blocks if at all possible. And just 1 more time. There you go. Now you're going to look between the hands. Take the right leg forward, and then the left, and then you're going to bring the hands out and up. As you come up, bring the palms to touch, do a slight back bend, and then come back up and then release the hands down by your side. So modification number 2. This time you're going to do the same again. So take a nice deep inhale breath, and then bring the hands out and up. The palms touch, do a slight back bend. I'm going to hinge forward, hands out, onto the fingertips. You're going to move the blocks and bring the blocks close together. So this time you can have the hands in between the feet to make it a little bit easier for you. And you're going to step back with the right leg. And then with the left. And then if you need to walk the feet in, again working towards getting the heels down towards the floor. And then you can bend the knees. And just doing that 4 times with your own breath. Shoulders away from the ears. And just doing that 2 more times. Then look in between the hands. And you're going to step the right leg forward. And then the left. And you're going to gently roll it up, vertebra. Bring the hands out. And then when you come up, the palms touch. And then hands out and down by your side. Modification number 3. So feet together, take a nice inhale breath and bring your hands out and up. Palms touch, doing a slight back bend. You're going to hinge forward, hands out by your side and then coming down. Bend the knees and use the blocks if need be. And you're going to take the right leg back. You can bend the knee and then bring the left leg back and then bending the knees. And then bring the knees down towards the floor, tuck the toes under and come into child's pose. Adjusting the blocks, forward to the block and just relaxing there. So really push the hands into the floor. And getting the shoulders away from the ears and taking 4 deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Final 1. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to walk the hands back towards the feet, and while you're doing that you can start to reposition the blocks. When you come up, we're going to go back into downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, coming up to all fours first of all, and lifting the knees up and the hips up towards the sky. Walk the heels down, and this time you don't have to pad the feet because the hamstrings should be nice and open now. See the heels coming down towards the floor, very good. Now look in between the hands and bringing the right leg forward, and then the left, and then gently rolling up vertebra. So bring the hands out, and they come up, palms touch to a slight back bend, and then bring the hands out and down. Next, we're going to do chair pose or Utkatasana. So you're going to start with the feet together or apart, choose your option here. Then you're going to engage the core, take a nice deep inhale breath. You're going to bend the knees and bring the hands up. So really bend the knees, tucking the tailbone under and engaging the core. There you go. And just taking a few deep breaths here. And let's do 2 more. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to bring your hands together and bring them to your heart center, and then hinge from the waist as you come down. And you're going to place your hands on the floor or on the block. And you're going to step back with the right leg, and then with the left into downward facing dog. Get the feet the parallel, heels coming down, very good. Really push back, that's it. Now look between the legs if you can, between the legs, and allow the head to hang heavy, there you go. And then take a nice deep inhale breath. You're going to bring the right leg forward, followed by the left. Bring the hands, bend the knees first, and bring the hands back up, back back into chair pose. So bring the hands over the head and keep the knees bent. That's it. Get the chin away from the neck though. There you go. And then straighten the knees. And bring the hands down to the heart center. And then hands down by your side. And then relax. Now we're going to do warrior two. So come back to feeling centered and relax. Take a nice deep inhale breath. Now you're going to step the right leg back, taking a big step. Keeping the toes facing forward, there you go. Now you're going to take another deep inhale breath. Try and get the torso straight. You're going to bring the hands up to the shoulder height, there you go. Both hands come up, they're going to look towards the front. Now just bend, don't worry, and just bend the left knee. So keep the back leg straight, but bend, that's it. Try and keep the torso nice and straight, there you go. Just hold in there for 4 breaths. Just come out to your breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to turn the left toes in and turn the right toes out, and we're going to go to the other side. Now look towards the right now, bending the right knee. Try and make sure the knee is over the ankle, so walk the right foot a little bit forward, a little bit more. There you go, that's it. Torso nice and straight, and again taking 4 deep breaths. Now lift the left hand up a little bit. There you go. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Final breath. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to turn the right toes in, the left toes out, and then step the right leg forward. And your hands down by your side. And relax. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. So coming back to your center, you're going to step back, a big step with your right leg. And then keeping the front leg straight this time, you're going to bring the hands up so they're parallel towards the floor. And now you're going to hinge forward from the waist and bring the left hand onto the shin or where it's comfortable. Now bring the right hand up, the palm facing away from you, and look up if you can, or look towards the sidewalk. That's it. Just taking 4 more deep breaths here. As you inhale and exhale, looking good. Inhale and exhale, engaging the core. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Final 1. Inhale and exhale. Now looking back down towards the floor. Now you're going to bring the torso up. Hands again parallel towards the floor. Now turn the left toes in, the right toes out, and let's go to the other side. There you go. Turn the back foot in a little bit more, so you have the back foot, the toes going towards the front of the mat. So turn the toes, the back toes, that's a little bit more, there you go, that's it. Now hinge forward from the waist, and then bringing the right hand to where it feels comfortable. Bringing the left hand up, palm facing. So see if you can see the thumb, and then look up again, taking 4 deep breaths. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Final 1. Inhale and exhale. Now look down towards the floor again. Now bring the torso up to an upright position. Then turn the right toes in and left toes out. And then stepping the right foot forward. So join the left and bring your hands back to your heart center, and then hands down by your side. So we're going to do another variation now. So come to the top of your mat. You need to get more space, and then when you're ready, come back to feeling centered. Then take a big step back with the right leg. There you go. You're going to bring the hands parallel. You're going to bend the left knee. You're going to bring the left hand onto the thigh. And then you're going to bring the right hand up. And then look up, and there you go. And just taking 4. So bring the hand over a little bit more. There you go, keeping it straight, relaxing the shoulders, and just holding here for 2 more breaths. As you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Look down towards the floor. Then bring the torso up to an upright position. You're going to turn the left toes in and then turn the right out. And let's go to the other side. So you're going to bend the right knee. Then bring the right forearm. So take that leg a little bit more forwards there. So you get the knee in line with the ankle. That's it. Then you're going to bring the forearm down onto. Engage the core. Bring the hand up. And bring the palm down. There you go. Taking 4 deep breaths. As you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Final one. Inhale and exhale. Now looking down towards the floor. Then bringing the torso up to an upright position. Then turning the right toes in, the left toes out, and then stepping forward. And your hands down by your side. Very good. Second segment of the class. So we're going to start off with tree pose. So become nice and centered, really rooting the feet into the floor. So really push into the right foot. You're going to lift the left leg up and turn it out. So option 1 here is to have the toes gently relaxed against the floor. Turning the left leg out to keep the hips nice and parallel. Then to bring your hands to your heart center. And hold here for 2 breaths to begin with in this option. If you feel comfortable, you can take the leg up a little bit higher, but keep it below the knee. Again, there you go. And taking 2 more deep breaths. So really get the hips level and the same with the shoulders engaging the core as much as possible. Taking 1 more breath as you inhale and exhale. Then releasing the left leg, releasing the hands, and let's go to the other side. So really rooting into the left foot this time. Find your balance, and when you're ready, you're going to lift the right leg up. So choose your option here. Again, gently. There you go, and just holding here for 4 breaths. As you inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And then releasing the right leg. And then bring the hands down to the center. Now we're going to go into eagle pose. So feet together. And then you're going to bring your hands over your head on an inhale breath, swinging right underneath left. So you're going to really try and bring the elbows down as much as possible. There you go. You're going to bend the knees and sit down like you're sitting in a chair. So just go as far as you can. Then when you're ready, take a nice inhale breath, lift the right leg up and over. There you go, that's it. Bend the knee a little bit more. Just taking 2 more deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. And then releasing the right leg. And then unwrapping the arms. And let's go straight to the other side. Now wrapping the left underneath right. Now pull the elbows down. Engage the core and sit down again. So go a little bit deeper this time. Keeping the hips level, lift the left leg up and over. So if you can, you're going to cross at the knees and again at the ankles. But if the foot is not hooking, just point the toes and set the intention. That's it. Bending the right knee a bit more. There you go, looking good. Try and bring the right hip forward, keeping both hips level. Taking 2 more breaths. As you inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now unwinding the legs, straighten it, and the arms as well, and arms down by your side. So we're to show you another option here where you can use a prop if you're not able to grab the hands. There you go. Then you're going to walk the hands toward each other at some stage. Now bend the knees and you lift the right leg up and over. Let's try and go a little bit deeper this time, so you're doing it the second time. That's it, just taking your time. That's it, and then point the toes. You're going to only hold for one breath here this time. And then bend the knee a little bit more. That's it. Take the chest away from the thigh and then releasing. Very good. And let's do the other side. Well done. And left leg up and over this time. Really rooting into the right foot, spreading the toes, feeling nice and stable. Feel unstable, you can always use the wall as an option here. Just taking one more breath and then releasing out. And it's okay to fall out. If you do, just get back in again. That's the nature of yoga. And then releasing out. And then arms down by your side. Next we'll do balancing stick. So bring the feet together. You're going to bring the hands over your head and the palms are going to touch. You're going to interlace the fingers and release the index fingers and crossing the thumbs. Lengthen the arms up and the elbows are locked. You're going to take a big step forward with the right leg. Then you're going to lift the left leg up. You're going to hinge from the waist and come down. But wherever you go with this posture, you want to keep a straight line from the fingertips down to the toes. You're going to hold here. Try and get both hips level and hold for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stepping back. Keep the arms over the head, and this time you're going to take the left leg forward. Then point and hover the right toes and coming down in a straight line. Imagine you're being pulled forward, you're being pulled backwards, but maintain that straight line. I roll the right hip down, keeping both hips level, pointing the toes, and again holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stepping back. And then the arms down by your side. Excellent. So now we're going to transition down to the floor for the final part of class. So engage your core, take a nice inhale breath, and then start to roll down. Going nice and slowly. Bend your knees if you need to. And then when the hands come onto the floor, walking the hands forward. And then coming onto the toes if you need to. And then when you're ready, just bend the knees and coming back onto all fours. And a relaxing child's pose, so walk the hands forward. At this point you can use the block again if you need to. And just taking 4 deep breaths here. Relaxing the shoulders and lengthening the spine. 3 more. And then inhaling again. And exhale. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. And now you're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. And gently rolling up vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. And you can move the block out of the way. We're going to come into a pose called fixed firm pose. You can come to the top of your mat. You've got plenty of space. You can go back. You're going to bring the knees together or keep them apart and open the feet. So try and get the hips down the heels. You can use your hands to move the calf to create more space. And it's okay to stay upright here. Bring the hands onto the feet if you can, or keep the hands on the thighs. And just come back to your breath and feel a gentle stretch along the front of the thighs. Getting strength in the ankles as well. You're going to take the posture back. You can take it deeper rather. You can start to bend the elbows and use the support of the elbows and coming down to where you feel comfortable. just relaxing there, taking 2 more deep breaths. So at any point you feel that that might be too much, you can always use a block under the buttocks if you can't get the buttocks down like it's being demonstrated here. Use the hands on the feet to come back up. Take a few breaths here. Now we're going to do camel pose, which is a deep back bend. Just going to come onto the knees, keeping the feet 6 inches apart, the same with the knees as well. You might just stay upright here and try and get the hips to come forward a little bit, feel a nice stretch down the front of the body. You're going to take this deep, you're going to bring the hands onto the hips, the fingers facing down towards the floor, and the thumbs on the outside. Squeeze the elbows closer. You're going to push the hips a little bit more forward. There you go, and drop the head back. And there you go. You can stay here as well, still working the posture nice and deeply. If you feel that they can go a little bit deeper, keep the hips forward, but bring the hands down and grabbing the heels. The thumbs on the outside, the fingers are inside, but keep the hips coming forward and feel the front of the body open. Get that compression in the lower part of the back of the spine. There you go. You may feel dizzy, but just come out as the breath. And then to come out, you're going to place the hands back on the hips, come back up to upright position. You can sit down on the heels and take a few deep breaths here. Now we're going to do the counter pose. We're going to do child's pose. So give yourself enough space. Bring the buttocks down towards the heels. Extending your hands forward. Relaxing here. Allowing the hips to release down. The buttocks release down. Taking 2 more breaths. And then you're going to walk the hands back towards the knees. And we're coming to the final few postures now. Just gently rolling up, vertebra by vertebra. And then you're going to bring the legs forward, so you can bring the hands to the side of your body or come forward and just transition to the floor. And let's do head to knee with stretching pose, Jani Shavasana with Paschimottanasana. So you're going to remove the fleshy parts of the buttocks, so get the hips onto the floor, keeping the feet nice and flexed. You're going to keep the front, the right leg forward, and then bend the left. Bring the sole of the foot against the right leg. Then you're going to bring the hands alongside the body. Bring the hands up, engage the core, and come forward and see where the hands land. You can just grab the ankles and try and make sure that both the shoulders are in alignment. And just get the chin away from the chest and just coming forward, keeping the length in the spine. Taking 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling. You're going to bring the hands back up on the inhale breath. Extend the left leg forward and bend the right. Let's go to the other side. Again, if you need to, you can remove the fleshy parts of the buttocks and then hinging forward. Just go into where it's comfortable for you today. That's it. Keep the chin forward, lengthening the neck. I'm just taking 4 more breaths here. As you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Final one. Inhaling and exhaling. Now bring the hands back up. Your hands down by your side. Extending both legs forward. So let's do Paschimottanasana. So extend both legs forward. Flex the feet back towards your face. When you're ready, take a nice inhale breath. Bring the hands up. Now hinge forward from the waist. And use your index and your middle fingers to grab the big toes. There you go. Now inhale, stretch up and lengthen. And as you exhale, create more space and try and come a little bit more forward. See if you can bend the elbows slightly. There you go, helping to come a little bit forward. Now chin a little bit in. Keep the neck straight, and taking 2 more breaths here. 1 more, inhaling and exhaling, and then inhale, bring the hands up, and then bring the hands out and down by your side. Very good. Now when you come into Savasana, so you're going to bring the hands over your chest. You want to make sure you're completely on your mat. So if you want need to adjust yourself forward, do so now. And then you're going to use your core and try to gently bring yourself down towards the floor. If that's too much, you can bring the hands out and use your elbows to bring yourself down towards the floor in a safe and comfortable way. That's it. Try and keep the feet on the floor. Very good. Now release the hands. Allow the palms to face up. Closing the eyes. Allow the feet to flop out as you completely relax. Now allowing the body to absorb all the benefits of your practice today, and just still focusing on the breath. Not allowing your mind to race away, just keeping your attention here to the here and the now. As you inhale, the belly rises, and as you exhale, the belly falls. And just do a gentle scan of the body from the toes to the top of the head. Seeing if there's any tension there. If there is, just send the breath there and just let it go. Just be nice and supported as you relax. Taking 2 more breaths here. So the breath is equal on both the inhale and the exhale. The next inhale you take, and allow your head to roll to the left this time. And then inhaling back to center. And then to the right. Trying to get the ear down to the floor if it's available. If not, just go to make it comfortable. Final time on either side. And then coming back to a neutral position. Taking 2 breaths here. Start to bring the awareness back to your body by gently wriggling the fingers and the toes. And then when you're ready, just take whatever stretch you want. You can bring the arms over the head, extending the legs away. Just do what feels comfortable and right for your body right now. You can bend the knees, just relaxing there. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto your side. Fetal position. If you need the block, you can put the block underneath your head again. And just taking a few deep breaths here, just enjoying the posture. One more. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your top hand and push yourself up, and then come into a seated position where you feel comfortable in. I'm going to have the legs extended or across, whichever you feel comfortable in doing. There you go. If you need any props, you can do so as well. Then you're going to bring your hands to your heart center. You're going to close your eyes. We're going to end the class with 3 deep breaths. So inhale in through the nose. And exhale. arms, exhaling. And then gently open your eyes.